Hi there, my name is Benjamin. I'm here to show you how to install a K&N Cold Air Intake onto Ford Sport Trac. The Cold Air Intake I have is 63 series, and the truck I have is 2010. And as you know, K&N only make Cold Air Intake for up to 2007 for Sports Trac. But my truck is actually 2010, but I was seeing on the internet somebody say that they put a 2007 K&N Cold Air Intake onto their 2010 Sport Trac, so I thought if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. And then the other thing was I actually called the dealership, and the dealership says that the part number for the intake part number for the 2007 Sport Trac is actually same was 2010. So I thought if the part number is the same, maybe like maybe the intake system will work too. So we were about to give it a try. And in order to not make this a lengthy video tape, so I will not show you like how I did things, but I will just explain to you what I'm about to do, and I'm gonna actually turn off the video and do it. And after I've done it, I will turn the video back on and show you the result. And if I face any problem, I will let you know. So in the future, you can, when you do it yourself, you can probably avoid to make the same mistake that I make. Okay. So before we actually go ahead and install, I'll just show you all the parts. So here's the intake. I have pre-assembled it a little bit, and so this pipe that goes to the manifold, and then those two are the tubes. Which one was for the brake booster, the other one is for whatever thing that anyway. And then this is actually the holder to hold the intake tube, and this is the heat shield. Okay, and then that's the manual, and then this is the actual intake tube. Okay, it's kind of disappointing because I thought it's gonna be a metal, but it's actually plastic. Okay, so and then this is the holder to hold the tube. Sorry, yeah, hold the tube. So this is actually to hold the heat shield. So you're supposed to place it like this. Okay, so that's all the parts, and all those screws are very easy to figure it out. So the installation sheet may seem kind of complicated, but it's actually quite easy. Okay. Okay, so what we will be doing was first, you're supposed to disconnect the battery, the negative cable to your battery. So it's supposed to mainly for the safety reason, but it can help your onboard computer to reset. So when you install the intake system, everything works smoothly. Okay, so we're supposed to unhook this. This is the brake booster cable. So we're supposed to unhook this, and then after we unhook that, we should be unhooked this cable here, where I point the flashlight. Okay, so after we unhook those two cables, we also need to unhook this is the intake airflow sensor. So after we unhook those three, we should be able to remove the tube. Okay, the intake tube. Okay, after we remove the intake tube, we're supposed to remove the coolant tank. Okay, you see the screw right here, and another one somewhere there. But anyway, after we remove the remove the coolant tank, we can then move on to remove the air filter box, because those things, the coolant tank is sort of in the way of the intake box. So you gotta move the coolant tank before you can remove the whole intake box. After you remove the intake box, you will put the coolant tank back in, and then everything will be free, right? And so you can install your heat shield, and then the bracket, and then the intake tube over here, and finally install the intake. So that's basically a overall summary of what I'm about to do. Okay, before I actually do the installation, just want you guys to hear the sound from the stock intake system. Okay. And I'm gonna rev the engine to maybe 4,000, 5,000 RPM, so you can hear the sound. Okay, that's about 3,500 RPM. I think that's about the most factory can let us go during idling. Okay, so we'll begin with the installation then. Okay, as you can see now, I have disconnected the negative battery cable, the brake booster, and the other cable over here where you can see my flashlight was pointing at, and that was the pipe from somewhere from the engine. So maybe this angle will be better to see for you guys. So here, okay, and I have taken the factory intake tube completely off. So that was the tube from the factory one end, and this is the other tube, which is the brake booster, and we'll be replacing with those two tubes over here. But this is the factory intake tube. I've taken it out. Now we'll be moving on to remove the coolant tank. Okay, as you can see now, I've removed the coolant tank, and that was the screw. So you gotta be careful because the coolant is still connected, right? So you don't want to break the hose and the water will spit out. Okay, so after we remove this, we will be able to remove the intake box. Okay, I've removed the factory intake box. As you can see, it's still fairly new. So that's the intake box. So basically, after I remove the coolant tank, you just lift from this side. Okay, do not just push that side. Just lift it here with a little torque and pull, and then see those two, and see those two holes, and those two holes are the holes that a factory used to secure the filter box. So that's why you gotta pull from the bottom, and then this will just come off easily. Well, not quite easily, but so those were the two on the side, and the two pin for the button. Okay, so just be careful when you pull, and you should probably keep this in case. Okay. Okay.